my name is Usman, and today we are going to implement an Instagram automation using n8n. We're going to be using the Instagram API, which means everything is for free and there is no third party involved. So let's get started. So before we get started, let me show you the workflow that we have built, the form. So let me just execute it. We click submit. Now we are switching between whether it's an image or video. Load the image, and then we make sure we add data to the sheet, and we publish the content, and we update the status. And there we go, we got the content here. Sheet. If I go to my Instagram account, so if we refresh, we should see the second image with post 1. All right, so let's get started. The first thing we want to do is we want to create a trigger. In our case, it is an n8n form. You can add any trigger you want depending on your use cases, but let me just choose the form. So now the form, we need to give it a title, description, and for the form element, you want to add post description, and the element type is going to be text, quadrat field, and we want to add the media type. And the element type is going to be the drop down menu. For the field options, you're going to add the image element, make sure it's quad field, is the media URL text. All right, perfect. Execute the workflow, post description. All right, so if we inspect this, we'll see all the data over here. So let me just pin this data because we don't want to keep filling the form. The next things we want to do is we want to create a switch node where we are going to switch between the two options, which is the media type, whether it's an image or a video. So let's search for switch, and we have two routing. Okay, the first one, which is the image, so I'm just going to drag and drop the media type, is equal to image, and the rename path, let's call it image. And we want to do the same for the video, and we want to rename it as well. And the reason why, like I said, is because uploading the content of the image is not the same as uploading the video on the Instagram API. Both have different sort of API formats. Okay, so now if we execute it, it is definitely an image. If we inspect the form, yeah, the media type is definitely an image. All right, so the next things we want to do is we want to create an HTTP request. So basically the Instagram or Facebook API in general, the first things you want to do if you want to publish the content is that you need to upload the media that you have, whether it's an image or video. After you upload them to their server, you will get the ID of the media, okay, the content ID, and they will use that content ID to publish the content, right? So this is great if you want to schedule a post. Okay, so you can just upload the media, but then it will not be posted unless you make another HTTP request that will post the content automatically based on the media ID. All right, so the next things we want to do is go to developer.facebook.com and click on my apps. Now we will be creating a new app. So let's create an app and let's give it a name. Click next. Use cases, scroll down to other and click next. On the app type, select the business and click next. Click create app. All right, after you have created the app, on this add product to your app, make sure you select Instagram, click setup. After you have set up the Instagram, you will be redirected to this page. Now the Instagram is being installed in our application. So what we want to do next is we want to add our account because this is a development mode, and you need to add your account first. So I'm just going to go to app roles, and then we will add our Instagram account. Right, so you will see your Facebook account here. So just click add people and click Instagram testers and add your Instagram ID. Then you will see the Instagram has been pop up here. Just select it and click add. And after a while, you just click on this app and website, log into your Instagram account, which is the same as this ID, right? And what we want to do is we will go to test or invite and click accept. Make sure it's the same application as we have created. Right, after a while, if I refresh, I should see the account right below here. All right, now the status pending has been disappeared. So let's go back to our Instagram and click on this API setup, and this is where we are going to set up our Instagram. Let me just remove this. All right, so if I click on this generate access token, I should be seeing here my Instagram account, and this is the Instagram ID. We'll need it later. So what we want to do next is we want to set up a webhook that where we can receive the access token. If I click on this generate token, it will be redirected to Instagram page, and then I will get an access token. However, that access token is short-lived. So what we want to do is we want to exchange that short-lived token with the long-lived token. So to do that, we're not going to do that manually. We're going to do that using the automation. All right, so you will go back to your workflow here and we will create a new node, which is a webhook. Okay, so what we want to do is I'm going to take this and copy it, come over here and on this setup Instagram business login, I'm going to click setup and I will add this redirect URL, click save. Now you will have this, this login URL, which you're going to use to log in with your account. And once you log in, you will get this webhook will get code that we can use to get the access token. So let me just show you. If I copy that and okay, and then you will log in with your account. All right, so after you log in with your account, you will see that we have all these access. Before I click allow, I'm just gonna come over here and then I want to execute this workflow because it will receive the data. So I just make sure it is executing. So let's click. All right, so let's click allow, and now you will see that we have workflow was started. If I come over here to the webhook, you will see it has been executed. If I inspect it, we'll see a lot of data. What we want is this code, and this code will be used to get the access token. Okay, so let's do it. So the next thing we want to do is we want to add an HTTP request where we will the Instagram API will give them this code and they will give us the access token in return. All right, so after we have created the HTTP request, let's call it get the short-lived token, because this is short-lived, which means I have to update it after 24 hours. So we just want to use that to get the long life access token, which is I think 60 days. So let's paste this URL, which is basically an Instagram API. We want to enable this send body, and on the body content type, just select on form URL encoded, and we will add our body parameters. The first one is client ID. We're gonna leave it empty, and then the second one, which is client secret, gonna leave it empty as well, and the third one, which is grant type, we'll leave it empty as well, and the next one, which is redirect URI, leave it empty, and here we'll add the code. All right, so for this code, I'm just gonna scroll, and I'm just gonna copy this code, drag and drop it here. For redirect URL, you will go to the webhook URL, and I'm just gonna paste it here. So we just want to kind of try to automate that as much as possible, and if there is any issue with these credentials, you won't be able to get the access token. Also, the webhook URL has to match the same as the one that we have added here, okay, and the one that we have used to sign up this embedded URL. Okay, so what we want to be doing next is we want to get the client ID. To do that, just go to Facebook and you will see we have this Instagram app ID. Just copy it and paste it here. For the client secret, it's on the Instagram app secret. Click show and copy it, paste it here. For this client ID and client secret, they're a lifetime, which means they're not expired at all. And on the grant type, what we want to add on the grant type, we want to add the authorization code, because that's what we want to do. All right, so if I execute this, try if everything, yeah, just make sure on the matter, click on post. We're gonna post. All right. So if we click on execute step, we should see the access token, and this is the access token. We're gonna use it again to grab the lifetime access token, because this one is expired and is very short-lived. Right, so what we want to do next is want to add another HTTP request, and this HTTP will just make a request to the Instagram API to get the lifetime access token. So let's call it get long life access token. On the method, you're gonna leave it get. On the URL, gonna paste graph the Instagram access, and we are going to enable send query parameter, and using field below we're gonna add grant type, and we're just gonna paste Instagram exchange token. We want to add another parameter, which is the client secret, which is from the webhook. Not sure if it is. No, let me just copy it here, app secret. Okay, and we want to add the access token, which is here, the value. Right, so if we execute this, as you can see, we have long life access token and the expiration, which is 5,184,000 seconds, which is think it's 60 days. So just make sure you pin this data because we're gonna need it later. Just click on this pin data, right? And then we will use it later on. Okay, so now we have the lifelong access token. We can use, we are going to use it anytime we want. What we want to do next is just we want to add another HTTP request to this content workflow. Just click on image and click HTTP request, and now we are going to post the content. So let's call it upload image. On the method, select post request and the URL, paste this, and it will be graph.instagram.com, the version of the API, and then you will paste your Instagram ID. To get the Instagram ID, just go back and copy this, which is the Instagram account. Then I'm just gonna paste it here. All right, /media, which means you're gonna upload the media. Now the authentication, just click generic credential type, and the credentials, you can add the new credentials. The name, call it authorization. Make sure it's the same name, and the value, you will create something like, let me just, because it's not showing, you will create a barrier, right? Space, and then you will paste the access token. Okay, let me just show you. If I go to this node where we have the access token, I'm just gonna copy that, and I'm gonna come over here and paste it. All right, a barrier and then the access token. Let me just copy that. And if I go to the upload image and this header authentication, click new credentials, authorization, and on the value just paste what we have created here. All right, so let me call it Instagram access token. Click save. Okay. All right, now you will enable this hand body, and this is where our content is going to be. Just enable this, and let's choose on the body content type, choose JSON and specify the body, click using JSON, and then we'll add this JSON, which is image URL, and then the caption, which is the post description. Okay, so let me just go back here, execute this because we want to inspect data. All right, so on this image URL, I'll just drag and drop the image. All right, let me just copy that, paste it between this, make sure there's no space, and for the caption, which is the post description, let me just drag it here. All right, perfect. Now this will upload the image to the Instagram server. All right, so let me just execute step, and after a while you will get this output, which is, you will see we have this ID, which is the media ID that we want to add. So this is what we want to do next. We want to take that and just pin this because we don't want to lose it. So we are just going to add all this data to our Google Sheet. So click new, search for sheet, Google Sheet, and then append row in the sheet. And you will add your credentials. If you don't have it, just click create a new and sign with your account. Make sure it is the same account as the one that you have created this sheet, because you might not find it if you log in with the wrong account. Sheet within the document and resources, the operation, which is append row, the document, my posts. Yeah, we have my posts. On the sheet, select the first sheet and map each column. Yeah, so go to on form submission, and I'm just gonna drag and drop the post description here. For the media, not sure if the okay ID as well, it is here. Just gonna copy paste it here. The media, which is the media URL, and the type, which is the type of the media. For the status, we're gonna leave it pending because we haven't we have uploaded the image, but if we go to the Instagram, you will see that the image is not we haven't uploaded any. Okay, it is available on the server, but it's not published. So this is just an old account, an old post. Okay, so that's what we want to be doing. So let's just append row, execute step. Yeah, we should see the data here. So we have to publish now the content. All right, so let's create another HTTP request, and this one will publish the content to our Instagram. On the method, click post and the URL. I'm gonna paste this and make sure you change this with your account ID. It's the same, but with it's the same as the one we have done previously, but we have the endpoint, which is media publish. Just copy that here and let's paste account ID. Okay. Now for the authentication, same as before, generic credential type, and make sure you select the header authentication and select the same one as we have selected before, which is the Instagram authentication. And click on this send body because we're going to send the body. And the body content, which is JSON, specific body, just use JSON. Just love JSON. You can use like just normal. You can use this one if you want. Just say love to work with JSON. And here you will add the creation date, which is the same, the creation ID, sorry, which is the same as we have here. Creation ID. And then I'm just gonna drag and drop the ID here. Let me just clean this because we don't want to add any mess. Okay, and remove the space. All right, so we'll see we have the ID here. All right, now let me just refresh to see that there is no post. Now we have only one post. And if we look at the media URL that we have added, it is just same as this image. Okay, so let's click on execute step. And after a while, it is successful. Let me refresh. We should see a second post here, which is post description, which is the same as we have added here. All right, so 11 seconds ago, so let me just delete it. All right, and basically that's how we can upload the image. So we are going to do the same with the video. So let me just change the name, publish content. All right, so we are going to do the same with the image. So let me just copy this one, Control C and paste. There is only slight difference between them. So let's change the name. Let's call it upload video. And the only difference is that we have to select another parameters here. So let me just add media type equal to reels, right? I think with S. Yeah, that's all we need to do. And we can add it here as a send query parameters, but we can add it as query parameters media type value, but it's gonna leave it as it is. And for instead of the image URL, we're gonna add video URL. All right, so that's it. And we just want to add it here. So let me just append this because it's not, and we're gonna add the same. It's the same because we both have the same ID. So let me just show you. Let me inspect this. I just remove the data because we want to start from scratch, and let's execute it. So we have post description, let's say post video, media type, let's say video, and the media URL, I'm just gonna paste URL of the video. Let me just paste it. Okay, click submit. Right, okay, so the video has been uploaded. Just check yes. But we have an issue with the published content. Let me inspect it. The parameter creation ID is required. Oh, sorry. So we have to differentiate between that because this one is from the upload image. Okay, so we have to make sure it's been added. So we can add if statement here. So let me just remove this. We have to make it dynamic because now it is depend only on the upload image, but now we have the video. Yeah, so basically if we come over to the last node, which is append road, you will see we have the media ID. So we don't need the to get it from the upload image HTTP request, so we can get it from the cheat. All right, now it is dynamic, so let's execute the step. It might take a while, depend on the video. All right, it's successful. So let me just refresh. We should see the video here. Yeah, so this is a basic video, pulse video. Let me remove that. All right, so this is basically how you can automatically publish your content. You could add a trigger from Google Drive, which means whenever you add new content to Google Drive. So on this media URL, instead of I just use a simple public video, right? You can add your own drive video here, but that's depending on your cases. So if you want it, if your account or your access token does not work, all you have to do is just try to log in with this, okay, and make sure the login or redirect URL is the same as this one, as the webhook that you have added here. If you put this on live mode, make sure you change this to the live webhook. Let me show you. If I go to the webhook, you will see we have the test URL, production URL. If we set this on live mode, just make sure you copy this instead of the this URL. Copy this and then add it here. And make sure you move this because otherwise it won't be added here, right? And then you just log in with that. All right, so this is the end of the video. I'll leave everything in the description below, the workflow, all the links that I have used, the cheat, etc. Everything will be on the description below. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and see you another video.